Take this as permission. If you have a Twitch stream or you want to use my music in one of your videos or something, this is your permission. Go ahead and use the music.
Greetings and welcome back to Here's What I Heard. I'm Laura the Goddess, your hostess. Thank you for clicking on my little acre of the internet today. How are y'all liking my Unsophisticated series? I hope you do. I don't know why, but being funny all the time is kind of hard. Although acting in front of a camera is easier, it comes easier to me than this one-on-one thing like this here. Of course, I still need to practice that and get good at that too, because my intention is doing the one-on-one thing with my audience, my fans, my subscribers, my callers. But I like variety, and I know that you do too. In fact, I like variety so much. I'm one of those creators that always has about 10,000 things going on in their mind at once. In fact, I'll be working on one thing and I'll get an idea for another thing and I have to stop and write it down. That's why it takes me a week to make videos sometimes. Call it ADD, call it creative, whatever, I don't care, just that's what happens. Anyway, I still want to do a little bit of everything while I can, and I still consider music the ultimate uniter. I'm still trying to be able to include you all in my conversations, and of course live streaming seems to now be the way to get more followers and subscriptions and attention. It's the best way also too to keep in touch with all of my subscribers. Plus, I want y'all to be able to talk to the universe as well as I. I still have a whole lot of stuff I need to be able to do that includes subs and watching hours, so help an old rocker chick out and let me know what you want to hear old Unsophisticated talk about. This and all my videos are brought to you by you and folks like you. If you'd like to see me continue my work, please click on the thumbs up button down below. Then click on the red subscribe button also down below. Next to that, please click on the notification bell under all so you don't miss any of my stuff. Join the conversation by giving me a comment down below and letting me know what you think of this video or any of my videos. And a donation would be the ultimate. It will also bring me one step closer to including you in the conversation. You can also catch me and my work on other platforms, just in case I disappear from here. All my links are below. Click on some of them, will ya? Speaking of rockers, as the title of this video says, I'm going to do a reaction video to Tom Macdonald's latest video, Dummies. Now, according to his end caps on here, he has not one, but 2 new albums coming out. Now, you already all know that I'm not the biggest rap fan in the world, but I do love all kinds of music, and I perform many of them as well. I also feel that Tom has captured the original essence of rap. Not that I know that much about it, but I remember liking it when it first came out and you could at least understand what they were saying. They weren't being misogynistic or violent or addictive. Sometimes the storytelling was actually hilarious. I mean, bust a move, come on. If you want it, you got it. If you want it, baby, you got it. Tom even raps about quitting substances that were causing him to make wrong decisions, stifling his talent, and probably hurting other folks as well. I've seen many extremely talented folks self-destruct because of substance abuse. It becomes a true and utter waste of a God-given gift, but don't get me distracted. Let's check out Tom's latest, shall we? Whoa, look at the eyes there. At first glance, he actually blends in with the mannequins. Very profound imagery here.
I love the earth, but I don't really want to save it.
I kind of agree with him here. Not only because the greedy now do nothing but capitalize on this notion, but also because I know us tiny humans really can't do anything about it, actually, in reality. Now, am I saying do more to tear it up and make it look disgusting and gross and be disgusting and gross for everyone? No, of course not. But thinking we can do anything on a global scale, anything significant to the entire Earth, is hubris incarnate, and also impossible. I dare you to go up to a volcano, a sinkhole, an earthquake, a tornado, a hurricane, or a thunderstorm, or an iceberg, and ask one of them. Besides that, most of the problems are being caused by huge producers of goods that are screaming at the rest of us while they perpetrate the problems the most. Why do we have to sacrifice for their hypocritical shortcomings? I'll go on.
Everything is sexist, homophobic, or it's racist.
According to whom? The fringe left? Who thinks like this? It doesn't sound like old Tommy Mac does. I'm with him.
When life gives us lemons, we're supposed to want to change it, but my generation rather take some pills than escape it.
Of course, people have been programmed since the 80s that there's something wrong with them if there's not something wrong with them. And now, it's just easy to ingest chemicals that change your brain instead of changing your attitude. Which, of course, your attitude is 80% of any success or failure. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Say that I'm transphobic if you wanna, but one day I'll be a father, and I really hope my son don't grow up to be my daughter. I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, it should be a little thicker. That's the problem, being honest, got 'em triggered.
Hey, what might be right for you isn't right for everyone. I don't see anyone stopping these folks from being themselves, but I sure see a lot of them trying to stop everyone else from being themselves. Alright, so what? People don't accept you. Not one person on this earth is accepted by every single person. Nor does anyone accept everyone. Fact of life. Don't like it? Don't be around such people. Forcing things like this on others will only cause them to want to be around you less. And what does canceling them do to improve anyone's life? Even yours. Did it make you feel better to ruin someone's life? Are you any richer, thinner, taller, prettier? Are you now any more of what you claim to be? Did you think any further than merely that person's life as well? Who else depends on that person? What if they have disabled children? What if they care for sick people? What if you took them away from a job where they would have been able to save a life? You only care about your own bottom surgery and creating a norm that not even you can exist in completely. No one is obligated to accept you. Ironically enough, folks like this are actual proof that by how they treat others regarding things like this, despite themselves.
Kids are getting weaker because they're sheltered by society. Pumpkin spice Ativan for seasonal anxiety. Wokeness has become a way to bully non-violently and cancel everyone without improving on the life we lead. Without the white, there's no black. Without the straight, there's no gay. Without the men, there's no women. Without the night, there's no day. Without the idiots who couldn't laugh at them when they fall.
Balance is everything. Hence the cliche, everything in moderation. Or is it too much of a good thing isn't always that good? Either way, you wouldn't know how good or bad things are if you didn't have the opposite to compare them to. Things would just be, and boy, would that ever be boring.
We need them after all. Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. I guess you gotta be wrong, but you don't have the touch of the ball. Dum 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 diddy dum 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 diddy dum.
Very catchy chorus. And not very complicated either. I bet everybody will rock that within 2 times of hearing this song.
But I don't really want to save it. Everyone's obsessed with making stupid people famous.
Can you say TikTok or social media in general? Yeah, I'm here too.
If a white boy raps, then it's called appropriation. But Beyonce does her hair blonde and people say she's slaving.
My husband and I have been saying this for a long time. Ever since all of this stuff has been coming along, this woke junk. Who cares? Really, who cares? If it looks good and it feels good, rock the style! Why is it that everyone gets angry for anyone else speaking for them, yet they turn right around and try to speak for the rest of us? No, I speak for me. My husband doesn't even speak for me.
Everybody's outraged, everybody's mad. Our solutions to the issues don't make no sense.
The former is the reason for the latter. Making a decision while you're angry or any kind of emotional state usually leads to more trials and tribulations, or at least failure. Leading to our next cliche, you attract more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Although, shit works too sometimes.
Stairs are the problem, we build wheelchair ramps. We don't cancel feet or persecute the people with legs. The feminists who started the movement.
Yeah, why are we doing this? If you haven't got anyone that's capable, how in the world can they help anyone that are specially capable? I mean, do you want things to go back to survival of the fittest? Because that's what I see coming. If you try to make everyone specially abled. No matter our abilities, we all actually need a hand up once in a while. Why not think of it that way? If I'm not mistaken, even old Tommy Mac needed one a time or two.
The feminists who started the movement would be ashamed of so many things. They fought so you can vote, I'll show your butthole on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I know I am. And you guys have heard me talk about those things quite a few times on my videos. I won't go into them here, but if you follow me, you know. I even had a conversation or two with ABL about some of my classical feminist feelings.
I'm not a bad person because you don't like what I say. Call me homophobic just because I think straight.
I sure wish they would use a different verbiage than phobic. Phobias mean that you have an uncontrollable and inexplicable fear of something. Nobody feared you folks until you started becoming more protected than the rest of us. Especially those who fought for those rights that you're taking advantage of right now. That means, and this is what's happening, that you can abuse anyone else's freedoms without any kind of repercussions. Now, you tell me that you weren't afraid when you thought the same thing was going to happen to you.
I love people even though we disagree. I wish we could get Wi-Fi signals from a tree. Then everyone would plant them and we'd probably save the planet for free. Too bad we only need them to breathe.
Priorities, people. Priorities.
Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. I guess you gotta be wrong, but you don't have the guts of the ball. Dum 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 diddy dum 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 diddy dum. I love the earth, but I don't really want to save it. Classifying people by the sex and race degrades it, but we still stay straight white males are the worst of our population. Guess the labels are okay if they're Caucasian.
Now, I'm seeing that all people have started to label themselves. I mean, just look at TikTok. There are at least 1,000 new identities invented an hour, complete with lectures on how to address such identities. Then these folks become upset when absolutely nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. I believe this habit makes it so much easier for them to label others afterwards. Gotta watch out for that.
My kids are living in their rooms, I swear we barely ever see them. Go outside sometime, there's fresh air you could be breathing. Put your phones down, play sports, do something illegal.
So much more fun stuff to do than instead of watching or getting insulted by some gamer that's attached to the computer all the time. Now, do something illegal? I wonder what he means there. However, even taking your mask off in some places right now is considered illegal, so I say go for it. Don't be burning stuff down though, okay? We've had enough of that already.
Go and meet your families, they're probably nice people. These days you're a Nazi if you don't hate the police. They say that white folks think all Asian people are Chinese. I'm sorry, what kind of white people you mean? English, Scottish, German, Swedish, or Greek?
Yep, the same folks that are screaming, "Not a monolith!" are placing that same label on others.
And Black Lives Matter was problematic. It excludes anyone without the pigment. It's automatic. I understand all the reasons it happened, but including all humans is the actual answer.
Now this is how I was literally raised, and no matter what any of these other folks say, I won't change that. I never gave a damn about skin color unless I was laying out in the sun with sunnin in my hair to get a summer tan in my teens. How do you treat people and animals? That's what I'll be looking for. And from what I've seen from Tom, not just his work, he's someone I would hang out and do music with. Even though he does look like a blingy, human graffitied boxcar. I wonder what a collab between him and Post Malone would look like. Interesting to look at, to say the least. These two talents together, though, could be explosive. But don't get me distracted. This video ends with the chorus, so I will just say, very catchy lyrics and licks. Very profound ideas and statements, although I've come to expect nothing less from this young man. Again, as usual, the graphics and the visuals tell just as much of a story as Tommy Mac's lyrics do. Everything looks so pro, and for two indie producers and creators, I'm just so jealous. I'm trying my best to get better at this, but I think the equipment might have a little bit to do with it, and of course, her sets and the way she sets things up and everything are just amazing. I don't think I could do that. I was lucky to come up with what I've got behind me. One of the things that I do enjoy about his videos is based in an old rule of art that I look for and use to determine just how talented someone's work actually is. That rule is the ability to find something new each time you look at the work. Anyway, that concept that I was telling you about, the ability to find something new each time you look at someone's work, is definitely in Tom and Nova's work, definitely. I listened a couple of times while I make my script for these. These aren't just off-the-cuff reactions. I'm not good at that, so I'm not going to torch you with my ums and ahs, okay? I'm an idiot most times. Hey, I was a musician. I wasn't a commentator. I'm switching gears here. And of course, the sentiments never change, and of course, I hope they never do. We need more folks like this with attitudes like this. Freedom is the answer. Now, for someone who isn't a huge rap fan, but a very huge fan of all kinds of music, and after watching this video, I find myself anxious to see what comes next. I guess we'll find out soon. Tom has not one, but 2 new albums coming out. From my many observations of the entertainment world, I've only witnessed one other indie artist work actually as hard as I see Tom Macdonald doing now, and that was Frank Zappa. I wonder if Tom knows anything about old Frankie. Maybe this is his reincarnation? Just a thought. I do hope you enjoyed my video today. I will be continuing to work on the Unsophisticated series, but I don't want to get burned out on it, and I don't want y'all to get burned out on it either. But if you enjoy my work, please let me know in the comments what you would like to hear old Unsophisticated talk about next. And then meet up with us at the Gossip Fence for more unsophisticated gossip talk. This and all my videos are brought to you by you and folks like you. If you'd like to see me continue my work, please click on the thumbs up button down below. Then click on the red subscribe button, also down below. Next to that, please click on the notification bell under all, so you don't miss any of my stuff. Join the conversation by giving me a comment down below and letting me know what you think of this video, or any of my videos. And a donation would be the ultimate. It will also bring me one step closer to including you in the conversation. You can also catch me and my work on other platforms, just in case I disappear from here. All my links are below. Click on some of them, will ya? Thank you for clicking on my little acre of the internet today. Until next time!
Thank you.